Alright guys, I'm going to highlight some of the replays from our last war. It was a loss, but there's always some good things to look at, whether they're good or bad, things to learn from. So I'm going to use these next few videos to point out some basic techniques like funneling and wall breakers and spell placement and troop deployment. Not a whole lot of good on this one. We had a tough couple of wars these last couple times, but let me point out Henry here, who has really developed well with the GoboLaloon strategy. And let me point out that his breach is going to be right here. And what he's going to do, now remember basic funneling, he's going to deploy, you need troops to tank, and he's going to use Golem, and he's going to deploy one there and one there. Now what that's going to do is draw fire from any point defenses, or any defenses for that matter. And as long as he places some wizards or some troops on the outsides of those golem, he can then funnel his troops, breach the wall here, and push his troops straight through to the core. I believe he uses a jump for this area right here. And the goal is for his troops to move in and begin to take out as much of this stuff as he can, and to get right into the core as far as he can and try to do some damage there. Now remember, in a basic Laloon or GoboLaloon in this attack, you want to attempt to destroy at least two of the AD. So this one, and I think he gets this one. But you know, even if the troops went this way and took out that one, that would be good either way. So the goal is to get two of them down. So then you can begin. Then you can begin your the deployment of your air attack, which again, Henry will come through this way and take out as much of this as he can. On the way, he'll try to wreck some of this. And so when he starts his air attack, he's going to deploy a hound here. And remember, hounds are going to go straight to the closest air defense. And then you want to deploy loons in a counterclockwise or clockwise fashion. In this case, he's going to start here and kind of wrap around this way. And his second hound will come over here. The loons will begin to come in and destroy all of this, and eventually move down this way and take care of the rest of the base. So let's just watch and see if I explain that correctly. There's this golem. Places wizards on the outsides of the golem. He's going to shoot his wall breakers. Now it's important to point out that if we don't clear the buildings outside of his golem, then there's a good chance when he deploys the rest of his troops and his clan castle troops, they will go that way. And any of us who use Valkyrie does exactly that. So he's trying to be patient so that he clears those outside. So his wall breakers breached. And let me point out here also one thing that I noticed. There's a big bomb right here. Of course, he doesn't know that, but it is a good reminder to let your golem get in there before your clan castle troops get in there, because you don't want them taking out any of your clan castle troops. So they're in. Big bomb. Defensive clan castle comes out. There's the big bomb. He drops a poison on the dragon, and then there's the jump for his troops to head into the core, and then he rages. So his troops are doing exactly what he wanted them to do. They make it into the core with the heroes, and here's his deployment. Okay, so he went the other way. So he's got hounds coming from here and here. Let's just see how the deployment works. Okay, so in this particular one, interesting, he actually dropped the hound to move here, hound here to move here, and then he backed him up with all of his loons right here. And they see, there's no defensive buildings right here. And the loons are going to go straight to defensive buildings. And that's exactly what Henry did. And then I think they're going to destroy all of this, and then they will all move this way. And that's a wrap. I mean, pretty much that quick. He's got a bunch of loons left over. Henry is pretty strong. This base was definitely too easy for him, but it is a good example of a GoboLaloon.